Hi there everybody, I'm just sat here on one of my favourite spots just off the pig track on the way up to Snowdon. And today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the best routes to take up Snowdon. Perhaps if you've got children with you or if you've got dogs with you, just want to describe the routes and also show you a little bit of footage about what you can expect on each route as well. So I'm going to start off with the route that is widely considered the easiest route up Snowdon. That is outside of winter conditions, and that is the popular Llanberis path. This is one of the longest routes to the summit, but it's also one of the shallowest, and it's also one of the widest. The path is quite wide and it's quite forgiving as well, so you don't have as many steep drops on this route. Also, the path itself, while you certainly wouldn't be able to push a pram or a wheelchair or anything like that up there, it is quite a forgiving route. It is fairly shallow and reasonably smooth-ish. I have seen quite a few mountain bikers come down this route at sunset, so that gives you an idea. I think they can go pretty much from the summit all the way down to the starting point in one go without having to come off their bike. So that gives you an idea of the sort of terrain it is. Yes, it's bumpy, yes, it's uneven, and there are little steps here and there, but it's not so rugged that you couldn't ride it. You know, a competent mountain biker couldn't take their bike down there. So it just gives you an idea of what to expect on this route. Number 2 on my list is also a route that's considered fairly easy, and that is the Snowdon Ranger path. This route is a lot quieter than the Llanberis path, so if you'd feel more comfortable following the crowd of people, the Llanberis path is probably the one for you. The Snowdon Ranger path, which is the next path along on the mountain or around the mountain, is definitely a lot quieter. It's only a little bit more rugged, it's only a little bit steeper. We're talking not a lot here. I have seen mountain bikers go down this route again at sunset, and there is just one spot where it's a little bit rugged and they tend to dismount and push the bike around that bit and then get back on their bike. So it's definitely one of the more forgiving routes, and yes, there are some steep sections on there, but again, like the Llanberis path, it's generally considered a fairly shallow, fairly safe route. There's obviously dangers on every route, but those two I would say are your safest bet for taking children and dogs up there. If you're not sure about your dog or your child's ability, those two routes are definitely winners. Moving on to some of the more challenging routes, you've got the pig track and the miners track, often taken as a circular route. Most people go up the pig track and down the miners track. You can do it in reverse. I would say that these routes are definitely a step up in terms of the ruggedness, a little bit steeper, more loose stones underfoot, more steps, more big sort of boulders and rocks to sort of make your way around. Definitely a few areas where you may need to use your hands just to steady yourself, not to pull yourself up, but just to steady yourself. And also a few sort of steeper drops, you know, only a short distance away from where the path is. So I would say that these two routes, pig track and miners track, definitely a step up. I have seen dogs on these routes. Today I'm actually here now. You can see the pig track. This is the pig track here, and over my shoulder that's the miners track, and I've seen probably 5 kids here today, aged around, I don't know, 11 to 14. I've also seen 3 small dogs up here. Everybody was doing absolutely fine, no issues at all, but just not the easiest route, and definitely a little bit more rugged. You need to pay a little bit more attention to your feet where you're walking. There's a few sort of shiny rocks that you could slip on, that kind of thing. So definitely a step up, but also a step up in terms of the views, because the views on this route, as you can probably see, are absolutely spectacular on there. So moving on to another route that I have seen children and dogs on, is the one that most English people really struggle to pronounce. It's the Ryd Thi path. And this route here is one of the quietest routes up Snowdon. I have been on this route before and not seen a soul all day. There is a cliff about halfway up. I'm showing you footage of that now. This is definitely an area where you want to keep your dog on a lead, definitely 100%, and keep your children nearby. There is a steep drop there. Also a little further up there is an exposed ridge. It's quite infamous for catching the wind up there on a windy day. It really does whip up on the wind, and you can see here just a little bit rugged on there as well, and quite a steep drop on either side, but really good route for the views as well. Again, I've seen dogs and children on that route, but certainly wouldn't be my first choice for the easiest route up there, you know, for dogs or children. And now we're moving on to some of the routes that are definitely a bit more challenging. You have the Watkin path, which is often taken as a circular route with the South Ridge. So up the Watkin path, down the South Ridge. I love this route. It's a little bit scrambly in the top section, lots of loose stones underfoot. There's a squeeze section there. It's fairly steep, very easy to slip. I did take a miniature schnauzer up here a few years ago, and she did struggle in one area. I had to lift her up with a harness over the rocks, and she did struggle with that route a little bit. To be honest, I don't think that I would take a dog up the Watkin path again. That said, I have seen other people take dogs up there. Last year I did see a lady turn back with her dog because the dog didn't really like that upper section. So again, this is one of the more challenging routes, I would say, for the South Ridge as well. Getting onto it, there's quite a lot of loose stones at the bottom and a little bit of a scrambly bit that you have to sort of pull yourself up over the rocks as well. So again, it is doable for children and dogs, but certainly it is one of the more difficult routes, so it might be one to avoid for your first time. Now that leaves Cribgoch. You can see the footage here. This is a knife-edged ridge walk, or scramble should I say. It's not a hiking route, it's a scrambling route. On the right hand side you have an unsurvivable steep drop. It's still very steep on the left side. It's like 150 to 200 meters long. There's several pinnacles that you have to scramble around at the end. As I say, it's definitely a scrambling route. I have seen a dog up here before, just the once. Definitely, I would not in a million years ever be bringing a dog up there, and I would advise you not to either. As for children, it's really going to depend on their age and their ability, and also your competence as well. So you know, I have seen children up there with their parents, but they looked like they were in a group, you know, with people that were very competent and they were being guided step by step. I think for a child that's never done anything like this before, you probably want to start off on something a little bit easier and work your way up to something like that rather than going straight into it. It is quite dangerous up there. There have been helicopter rescues, there have been accidents, there have been fatalities. Definitely at the most serious end of the route, shall we say, up Snowdon, so probably one to avoid if you've got a young child or a dog. I also wanted to mention that if you have a dog, please bear in mind there is livestock all around Snowdonia, and obviously dogs do have a tendency to chase, especially after lambs, small lambs. There's nothing worse than seeing a dog running onto a very steep cliff chasing a lamb. It's very distressful for everybody involved, so do keep your dog on a lead. There is an ongoing problem in Snowdonia with dog walkers just letting their dog off a lead and the dog ending up chasing, as I say, the lamb into a very dangerous position, and mountain rescue having to be called out and all sorts. So keep your dog on a lead. I'd also say bring plenty of water. There are streams up on some of the paths, but they do run dry in the summer, and there's no guarantee that the cafe at the top will be open as well. And of course, if it is a hot day, either consider going on a cooler day, or don't forget that you can go nice and early. I have been out before, setting off just before sunrise. It's really nice going up on a mountain path as the sunrise is coming up. It's cooler, you're guaranteed to get a car parking space, there can be fewer people on the mountain, and you'll be down before lunchtime, perhaps before lunchtime, to avoid the main heat of the day, which is obviously great for your four-legged friend as well. So look, thanks for watching. I hope that you found this video insightful and that you've enjoyed the footage that I've shown you. If you have any questions about any of the routes, please head down into the comment section. Again, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you on another video.